Hi, it's Lori, the armchair chef. You know, I do lots of things on my channel. Like I said, crochet and shopping. Well, I'm going to do eating this time, but not just any eating. I'm going to do like a taste testing of turkey meals. Now, these aren't just any turkey meals, these are healthy turkey meals. So, what I want to do is compare them. They're supposed to be healthy for me. And while I'm going to eat all three of them right now, that's not as healthy as it should be. You should only eat one. But, I'm hungry. I just got home from work and I want to try them out. So I'm going to let you know how they are because sometimes we don't want a lot of food for Thanksgiving. We eat too much. We overindulge. We'd like to stay within our diets and our guidelines. And so I'm going to try a couple. The first one I've got is the Healthy Choice steamers. Now, steamers are designed to have the food, the food items on the top, and it has like a sauce or gravy underneath. Once you've steamed the vegetables on top, you dump it into the sauce underneath. Well, there wasn't very much sauce, but this one comes with an orange vegetable, green beans, some red cranberries, and diced potatoes with skin on, and some turkey. And it's supposed to be 240 calories, one serving. Um, sugar's 18, sodium's 400, and protein's 14. So this is what it looks like. Okay. The other one's over here. There's the red orange vegetable. I'm not sure if it's a carrot or a squash. I'm gonna try it. It's like a candied carrot, I think. Now, when this is all mixed together, it's hard to tell what you have. So these are the little cranberries. This is the turkey. It's about 2 tablespoons. We have about a quarter cup of green beans, quarter cup of potatoes, and a quarter cup of these orange things, and a little smattering of that. So I want to try the meat taste. It's not bad. I mean, I have to preface this by saying I'm not a picky eater. I used to eat school lunches back in the day when it was meat and gravy over mashed potatoes, and it was like, I just ate everything. My mom wasn't a good cook, so I didn't expect much. So just so you know, my taste could be different from yours. So let's try this. It looks like a white meat. It almost seems like it's a real meat because there's a good bite to it. It doesn't dissolve in your mouth like a deli meat. Actually, it's pretty good flavor. There's just not much of it. Now it says turkey breast, and yes, it is. It's like real in a honey pepper glaze with roasted sweet. Oh, there's sweet russet potatoes, green beans, onions, and cranberries. There's onions in here? Really? I haven't seen no onions. Or is that what that is? These are sweet potatoes. I don't look like sweet potatoes, but this might be the onion. Maybe it's this little thing right there. Maybe that's the onion. Maybe, but whatever it is, there's not much. Okay. The sweet potatoes are pretty good for as a TV tray. This one's not bad. Now, how much did I pay for this? I've got my receipt here somewhere. I just set it down. Oh, there it is. But I did get this at Stater Brothers, at Smith's, and the Smart Ones is the one I'm eating now. It was $2.49, and I believe that might have been at a discount. But for TV dinner, to fill you up, you might use two of these. That would be decent. $5 for this meal minus dessert. That's not too bad. Potatoes are potatoes. They do have the skin on. They taste fine. It's not like a gummy mashed potato. It's like a real potato. Let me try the beans. I do like green beans, but I like frozen green. And technically, these would have been frozen. They have the snap and bite of a green bean, a frozen one. This this is decent. It's just not a lot. Two of these would make a better meal. Which would be adequate because that'd be almost 500 calories. So that should be a meal size. This is not a meal. To me, this is a snack. This is a lunch. 100 calorie is what a snack should be. So I'm guessing this isn't even enough for a lunch, but it's tasty for 250. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's got it does have the sugars because of the glaze it has in it. So yeah, you might not you have to check that stuff, but healthy choice. It's not going to fill you up, but if you do have a smaller stomach like I do, this would be enough for like a lunch. Let's see what this little cranberry is. And by the way, whatever's left over, I probably will take my lunch, but there's not that much food here, so I probably will eat it all tonight for my dinner. Oh, the little cranberry's okay. There's not much of it, but yeah, this wasn't too bad. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Also was all mixed together in a container. It was the Lean Cuisine protein kick roasted turkey and vegetables, 190 calories, even less, 15 grams of protein, and half a cup of vegetables. So let's take a look and see. This one has virtually the same thing except minus the sweet potatoes. It has more cranberries. It has about a quarter cup, maybe a third cup of vegetables, a lot more potatoes, and it does have more meat. This is the meat. It does have more. Now I want to check it before it gets too cold. It does look like it's real meat. I have to tell you, when I opened this one up, the stir it smelled really weird. Did not have a pleasant smell, like a gravy or anything. So now the turkey is like in strips, but it looks like real turkey. It comes apart like real turkey. Now let's see what this one says. 15 grams of protein, turkey tenderloins with roasted potatoes and green beans and gravy. This is 9 ounces, gluten free. Let's see, the other one was 9 ounces. So now potatoes are dense. Potatoes would make it heavier if it goes by weight. So this one does have quite a few potatoes. Let's try the potatoes. Potato with skin on. You can't have any. You have your dinner sitting right there. Now this one, not quite as tasty as the other one because there's not as much sugar, I don't believe, that I can taste. Let me see what it says for sugar. Yeah, 8 grams of sugar, which is perfect. That's what I'm supposed to be. That's my cap from my nutritionist from my weight loss surgery. 8 grams is what I'm supposed to top at. So one of these for somebody on a diet like mine, maybe low sugar, um, this is not going to fill you up. You might want to add more vegetables to it, to whatever vegetables you want to add that fits within your diet because it have 5 added sugars. So the natural sugar probably comes from the cranberry. Sodium's a little high, 650. Has some fiber, 3 grams. Protein's 15. And yeah, this isn't too bad. Let me the flavor's not there. You might want to add a little seasoning. It's not as tasty because of the sugar, I think, of the other. But 20 grams of sugar, that's a big difference. And we're not supposed to have that much anyway. It is a little blander, but you can do something to that. You can add a little salt-free seasoning. You can add some pepper. Just some pepper would make it taste good. I don't add salt to anything, but pepper and maybe some seasoned salt. I like my Cajun seasoning. I use the Cajun seasoning a lot now on my chicken. I think the Tony Rays or something. And let me see what these cranberries. Now that's a lot more cranberries, which could be where their sugar is. This is virtually the same thing as the other one. It's the same weight, but they put a little more meat and a little more potato in it. So what I would say is this one of the two so far, this one is better because it has less sugar, same size, um, a little bit more meat. It appears to have more meat, but I would add some seasoning to it. But yeah, now how much was this one? I just had it. Oh, there it is. The Lean Cuisine Protein Kick. Let's see what it says. Lean Cuisine freezer meal, $3.79. So it was $1 more, but it's healthier. Now, if you did want, this would not be that bad, even if you ate 2 of them, because um, even if you doubled up on it, this would be your meal. That would be 380 calories. That's not a lot for a meal. But yeah, I wouldn't mind when these go on sale again, get a bunch of these and have these for my lunch or dinner when I get home. I just would add some more seasoning to it. So the green beans aren't quite as good as the other ones, but you know what? I told you I'm not picky. But for the nutritional value versus what it tastes like, I would get it. I just got done talking to my nutritionist yesterday. So I went shopping and I bought tofu and hummus, and I'm using protein collagen in my coffee. And yeah, I've got to switch over, and I stopped eating fast food. So I lost a couple pounds. Okay, now the last one is only two a 2 course meal. It's just potatoes and turkey and gravy. It's a Smart Ones, which is very small. It's 170 calories, but has 20 grams of protein. Probably because it has more turkey in it. It's nine ounces, same size. Classic pan gravy and garlic herb mashed potatoes. Now, let's see, sugars. 1 gram. Yeah. Carbs are 16. It has potatoes. Sodium's a little high, 690. Let's see how filling this seems to be, because protein makes you feel fuller, and then fiber fills you up. So let's take a look. Let me show you. This one was in 2 compartments. You had the potatoes in a compartment, and these are the, mashed potatoes. Now, they did thicken up as they sat here a little bit. And there was a lot of gravy and turkey. So I'm guessing you could just mix this all together on a plate and have the gravy. Okay, that's your classic TV dinner mashed potato, but it has the garlic in it. It's good. Now you can dress this stuff up a little bit. You want to add a little cheesy flavor, put some nutritional yeast on it. Adds B12 to your diet. I have some of that. That's typical. Now, let's see what this turkey seems to be like. There was way more of it because that's all there is, and it's the same weight. Turkey is the gravy is a good flavor. That's what they all should have. This good gravy. 1 gram of sugar. Oh my God. That is good. This would make a nice little lunch. It's not enough to fill you up if you're starving or something, but like I said, add some more vegetables to it. Add some green beans, add some green stuff or orange stuff. The more colorful, the better it is for you. This would be a good lunch too. Smart ones. I didn't even look at any of the dietary things, but 1 sugar. Oh my God. That is good. I'm finally getting full. But yeah, this would be good for a lunch. You want to, you're by yourself, just pick up instead of getting a big old hunk of Marie Callender's dinner for $6. Let's see what this one was. The smart ones. I have to look because I bought a few more. I have bought a couple more I haven't done yet. So let's see. Stop. 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 Lay down. Oh, duh. I'm sorry. Okay. It was okay. The Healthy Choice steamer was $2.99. It was on sale. I got 80 cents off. So it was normally $3.79. The second one, Lean Cuisine, was $3.79. So those are both the same price, which is normal. Now this one, it's smaller, but it's still the same weight. 2.59 usually. I save 2 cents. So, and then they had chicken legs on sale for like $1.49 a pound. So I've got 2 huge chicken leg quarters for like $3. So I have 4 leg quarters, and I will cut them off in half, and then I will put them in the air fryer. I'll eat on that for like, 4 or 5 days. So yeah, this, I would say nutritionally, this is probably the best one. The gravy's good, the turkey's good. Potatoes are, yeah, potatoes. TV dinner mashed potatoes. These are good. These are good to dip your rolls in. You know, when you get the KFC rolls, the biscuits, and I always put my mashed potatoes and gravy on the biscuits and eat it. Yeah, that's what this is good for. But yeah, all you have to do is add a vegetable to this. And this would I think this would be the best meal. This would be the best meal. I wouldn't do, candied carrots or anything, but you could do a baked sweet potato would be really good. It'd be good for you too. Um, Even replacing the potatoes with another vegetable that's larger, I think would be better for you than these white ones. But yeah, the other thing I did was I picked up some of the Michelina's just Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes because I'm gonna make me like a loco moco. I got that when I was in Hawaii. It's a bed of rice, and you put Salisbury steak on it or a beef, some sort of beef patty, and gravy and egg. Yeah, fried egg. But I'm just gonna use the potatoes and the Salisbury steak and then put an egg on it. That'll up my protein. Oh yeah, I talked to the doctor about that. When I go to give plasma, I did that the other day. 2 times before that I went, and my one time it was like at 5, it was just at 6. It has to be at 6 or above. And I was just barely at 6. And I'm like, whoa, that's interesting. I've been eating healthy. Maybe that's why. I've been eating vegetables and pasta, and I haven't been eating a lot of meat. So the next time I went, I didn't even think about it. I totally forgot about it. And I had been, eating normal, not fast food. I stopped eating, stopping on the way home. I've been eating tomato sandwiches. Um, and I was eating a pot of, what did I have? I like make a bunch of stuff and then eat it all, for like a few days. And I did some pasta and some tomato sandwiches, and I was under 6. I was at 5.7. So I could not donate. So apparently, the paperwork I'm supposed to read that I don't really read, it must say something about it takes protein out of your blood. Whatever it's taken out of your blood, you have to have a protein level high enough. So I told her when I talked to her about that, I said, I really need to do something about that. I go, I'm trying to eat healthy, but it's affecting my ability to donate. I said, maybe I should just eat some protein just before I go. She says, well, you should eat protein all the time, not just before you go. Okay. So I did get some hummus and I got some tofu. She told me how she does her tofu. And I asked her, well, do you ever put it in the air fryer? And she said she doesn't have an air fryer. I about dropped my phone. Like, really? You don't have an air fryer? I go, it's so good. I go, anything you make is so much better in an air fryer, except bacon. Last time I made bacon, I had to take the battery out of my smoke detector. The house was filling up with smoke. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, because the grease drips down and then it starts smoking. So yeah, I had to get rid of that. So but yeah, okay, those are the 3 that I'm tasting right now. I will come back and I have a couple more, 2 more, maybe 2 more that I'm going to add on to the end of this video. So stay tuned for those.
4 to 6 days later.
Hi, it's Lori the Armchair Chef. I'm eating today. This is part 2, which you just saw part 1, and it's a while later. I decided tonight to do the second part of the turkey tasting. What I have tonight is the cheap ones, the banquet pot pie, the turkey pot pie, which is like what, 98 cents, depending where you go, 74 cents, not sure. very cheap, just little, nice little lunch size, you know. And then the other one, the staple, the shelf stable completes Hormel. These aren't even that cheap anymore. They're over $2. 20 grams of protein though, but it comes with the stuffing and the potato. I think the turkey and the stuffing and some gravy. Yeah, and who hasn't, when these are on sale or when they're really cheap, who hasn't gotten a bunch of these to throw in the cupboard in case you really needed something to take with you somewhere that doesn't need to be refrigerated? You could even eat that without even heating it up if you had to. If you threw them in your car when you're on a road trip and you got stuck somewhere, yeah, you could eat those. They're shelf stable, they're just not hot. You could stick it, well, you could wrap it in foil, stick it in the engine while you're driving and heat it up. That's a way to, you can cook food in your engine. People do it. I've seen it on YouTube. It's not a TikTok thing, it's a YouTube thing. And the pot pie, you know, is a typical pot pie. I did microwave it. It's one of those microwavable bowls. It has the inside and just peas and carrots and pieces of turkey and some gravy. That's it. This has, does it have protein? What's it say? The other one says 20. And when I look for those meals, I always try to get the highest protein ones because that keeps you fuller longer, the more protein you can get. 10. This says 10. Lots of carbs because of the crust and, you know, they add sugar to it. This is really not good for you, but, you know, it's something a kid can make when they get home from school for a snack or something quick before you go run somewhere just to put something in your belly. Or, you know, if you run out of bread or something, they're nice to keep in the freezer for an occasion. So I'm kind of letting them cool off because I just cooked them and they're a little warm. Oops. Yeah, I wear my thumb thing to work. I wear it when I sleep now too, and it seems to help. That way my thumb doesn't get all weird when I'm sleeping, you know. But it seems to help a lot more. And so, what does everybody have planned for Thanksgiving? How many of you guys are going to cook? How many of you are going to travel to let somewhere and let somebody else cook? Or how many of you aren't celebrating Thanksgiving at all? I'm working. I volunteered to work. It's a holiday a lot of people like to spend with their families, and I don't really celebrate holidays on the holiday if I don't have to. I'm so used to working. For 25 years I've worked holidays. It's extra money, and you know, if I have something to do, it took me like 20 about 18 years just to get to work on a Sunday, to be able to, because you get paid like 3 times for that one day. Because there was a guy who worked there as a Jehovah Witness who says, oh, I'm going to work Sunday so all you guys can celebrate it with your families. It's like, really? I want to work. I want the money. My family can celebrate the next day or the day before. You know, kids are little. They don't know what day it is. You can celebrate any day with them. Christmas, Thanksgiving, you should be thankful every day. It doesn't have to be on Thursday. Thursday happens to be a holiday. Yeah, I would rather celebrate Friday and shop, except now everything's online. You don't even have to go to the stores anymore and stand in line. Yeah, Good Friday is the week before Thanksgiving. There's Good Friday ads out right now. People want to sell you things right now. If you go to the deal guy on YouTube, he's going to start having his videos for all the deals coming up. And there's a lot of people. I watch him, and there's a couple other people that the Girl Geek, my Girl Geek friend, does the Bath and Body Works, but not been buying any yarn. I've not been buying any Bath and Body Works. What have I been buying? Food, dog food. I bought dog food. Maybe Temu a little bit because it's really, really cheap. I did get a couple things. I didn't, you know, do an opening. I got a couple of these little keychains. They're like 78 cents. Got little dog paw prints on it and little charms. I use these. I have keys for work and different things. And this one has a heart with paw prints on it. And this can be a gift, you know. Remember, I have all those little bags. So I got that. And what was something else I got? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I got some of these. These were pens that look like coffee. They don't smell like coffee. I thought maybe they, you know, it's a Japanese thing, I guess, or China thing. But they have the rubber thing here and they're brown. They have a really nice clip on them. So you can clip it. I can clip it on my shirt and not lose it. I do that a lot at work. I carry them with me. And yeah, they're just brown, look like coffee. They're not bright, so it might be hard to lose, easy to lose them, but I don't know. They were cheap. I got some purple ones too. And I've been using a purple one. I don't know what I did with those. And there was some stickers or something. I got some little, what was this? Oh yeah. I got these little things that you put on your projects that say handmade, and they are itsy bitsy teeny tiny. You just, and these you have to sew on with a thread or something, but they're itsy bitsy teeny tiny, and so you just stick them on. It's not like a big old tag, which is real popular and gorgeous, but this is cheap and it can go anywhere on the or anywhere on the thing. So yeah, just a little thingy that says handmade. It doesn't have to go on clothing. You can put this on anything that you make. But I got a couple of those in different colors, and most of the stuff was like 70 cents or something. And the stickers, I did get some stickers to put on packages that I'm going to be mailing out. They're holiday stickers, and they're all different. I'm not going to show you all of them, but there's like gingerbread man, happy holidays from Luke. Is Luke the name of the gingerbread man in Shrek? I don't know who Luke is. You can't catch me. Oh, there's a gingerbread man with a gun. Okay, it's getting a little dark now. Little oh snap. So I'm not sure. I just saw the Christmas thing. That one's kind of not too bad. Some of these, I guess some of these are not child friendly. I did not know they were going to have that in there. So yeah, just to put on my packages when I send them out. I have a lot of cards and things to send. Oh, look, there's an old gingerbread man with a cane. That's funny. But yeah, I have all those Christmas card exchanges to send out and things, so I can put these on the back of the envelopes and stuff. So yeah, I picked up a few of those. So that's about all I've been doing, is just getting a little bit of stuff and just dog food, and they eat a lot more than you think they do for little dogs. I just fed them. They don't want to. They don't even know what day it is, what time it is. So, okay, I think my food's cooled off. Let's try our pot pie. I love pot pies, the crust. It's one of my favorite things, is I love crust, which is why Pop-Tarts have always been one of my favorites. Now, which is your favorite pot pie? Do you like the Marie Callender's? Boston Market has a pot pie now. Marie Callender's has the extra large ones or the regular size. This one has the crust all the way around. Now, if I poured this out, you would see there's not much meat in here. Still hot. Not too salty. Actually, is not too bad, not too salty. I expected it to be a lot saltier. The crust is gummy. I like it that way. Now, this would be better, I would think, in a toaster oven, which is what we used to do, is we used to cook them in the oven. And they used to be in metal. So now you can microwave them, and they have these little foil things, so it's supposed to crisp them up, but it just cooks it. It's little square pieces of dark meat. little rubbery. Same. You could eat one now and eat one in 20 years and it'll be exactly the same. This is exactly the same as it always has been. I guess you call that consistency. There's nothing wrong with being consistent. Peas don't pop. I like when the peas pop, you know, the frozen peas. There's not much in here. I mean, yeah, this snack. This is not a meal. This is a snack, but you know. Just to throw some of these in the freezer to have in there in case you want them or need something or have company or something. You want a snack. It's okay. I come home from work. So this will be part of my dinner tonight. I'll eat this. And now let's try the other one. These I should take in my lunch a lot because if I didn't eat it, it was no big deal because it wouldn't go bad. Sometimes I take stuff in my lunch. It has to be refrigerated. And if I decide not to eat it for some reason, then it's like it's not refrigerated anymore. Like my yogurt, sometimes my yogurt will go 2 days and I won't eat it because I'm eating my apples instead. So this has a big piece of turkey over a bed of stuffing. What that is, just a whole bunch of stuffing and then some gravy. Oh, that has a weird flavor. And this is probably going to have a weird flavor because it's shelf stable and it has to have a lot of preservatives in it to keep it from going bad, you know, and all that stuff. That crunchy thing was probably like a water chestnut, just to give it some texture because it is all mushy. This is the kind of stuff we got served in elementary school in the 60s. This is what I ate. This shows that I am not a picky eater. I eat almost everything. There's just, you know, my taste buds are just used to eating stuff like this. Now, I don't eat this if I don't have to, but sometimes you get a craving for something or you just want to have something that's fast, which is me most of the time. I most of the time want something fast. A lot of salt, and that weird flavor is probably supposed to mimic stuff that's in a real Thanksgiving meal, like celery. I think that's the flavor that I got was like the celery. And there's gonna be a lot of sodium in this, but there's a lot of protein, 20 grams of protein. So that's like 1/3 of my daily requirement. But the salt's bad. So I'll finish both of these up for my dinner tonight. The one thing I don't ever do is give my dogs anything that I eat. Do not give them real food because it upsets their digestion and then they poop and throw up all over the place. And it's very unpleasant for all of us. So they do not get human food. At the moment, they don't even get any food other than one kind because if I switch them back and forth to two different foods, she seems to get intestinal problems. So she hasn't had any for a very long time, and I have not changed their food. So I'm just gonna stick. I use the Walmart food, the not the Old Roy, the other one. The other one. It comes in a 6-pack. I buy the big cans in a 6-pack for $8.98, and they eat about a can a day between the two of them, and I chop it up into little bits because they don't have a lot of teeth, and it's soft anyway. Doesn't make them sick. So I'm very happy for that. The meat's kind of mushy, but yeah. This is the bottom end of the meal. But you know, I don't feel like I have to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. But if I did, I might probably have a turkey sandwich with cranberry sauce on it instead. That's probably what I would rather have. So I would probably get like try to get a deli turkey sandwich. Get me some cranberry sauce. I have some in the cupboard. Put that on there and eat that. I think that would be better. But I also just cooked some chicken the other day in my air fryer. So I have chicken and I have mashed potatoes and I have stovetop stuffing. So I could make me a chicken dinner or just eat a piece of chicken. Sometimes I just warm up a piece of chicken, eat it. So good. And I'm full. That's kind of the drawback. I get full very fast. So something like this, I'll eat it over a period of time. So, but anyway, thanks for watching my taste test. And I want to know what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving. It's next week. And are you going somewhere? Are you staying home and cooking? Is somebody else going to cook for you? Are you working? Are you going to be doing something else that's not none of the above? So let me know. Going somewhere exciting, somewhere boring, somewhere you have to go but you don't want to go. That happens sometimes. So okay, I will let you go. And that's it. That's the end of my turkey taste test. So if you have anything you'd like to add in the comments about your meal, what you're cooking, or your favorite part of the Thanksgiving thing. Let's see. My favorite part was always like the pumpkin pie, or actually the whipped cream on the pumpkin pie. That was always my favorite part. But I think stuffing, dressing, stuffing, whatever. I think that's my favorite because the savory, I like that, and the pumpkin pie. Yeah, pretty much. I could eat. You know what I will do? I will make a bowl of stovetop stuffing, and I'll just sit and eat stuffing because I can. Because I'm a grown up now, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. All right. You guys have a good day. Bye.